Hello, and a warm welcome back to the TNC Podcast, the biggest and best podcast covering what can only be described as the greatest football team in the world.
Hang on, sorry to disturb you guys. Hello, speaking? Hello? Is that the Champions League? Sargent's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Sargent's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Sargent's on fire. Ooh, la 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 la. Mate,
We're so good at football. So good at football.
I don't even know where to begin.
5 goals in 2 games.
I just.
3 wins in 2 weeks. Hello.
I might not be the right man for the job because I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. Well, actual fact, I'm not speechless. I was watching these Sargi goals, Jack, and I thought to myself, this is sent from the football gods.
Yeah.
And then I had this brainwave. It just hit me all of a sudden. It just hit me, and I did a bit of research. I thought, Josh, what's the full name of Josh? Joshua. Of course, Joshua is a prophet
in the Bible.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a prophet. So, who was Joshua in the Bible? Well, let me tell you who Joshua was in the Bible. Joshua is best known as Moses' second in command, who takes over and leads the Israelites into the promised land after Moses' death. AKA, Josh Sargent leads the line and helps us survive in the Premier League, the promised land.
So Joshua is taking us to the promised land.
Yes.
And what's the promised land?
Premier League survival.
Europa League.
Well, yeah.
Bring it on.
Let's raise the aspirations. Let's start looking up. Let's stop looking over our shoulder, Jack.
How are you, by the way? You've had COVID, haven't you?
Yes.
And you're buzzing. Not to have COVID, but you're buzzing to...
Josh Sargent's cured me of COVID.
So you were testing positive prior to Friday.
Yes.
Josh Sargent scores a brace, then you're negative.
Yeah, honestly, I said to Becky afterwards, I feel like all my symptoms have just gone.
Yeah.
Seriously, Josh Sargent.
Unbelievable.
And can I just say, by the way, because I know a lot of people will be rightly criticising us, I guess, for our comments around Josh at the start of the season.
We bigged him up. We were only disappointed because he wasn't scoring 2 again like we know he could do.
We don't sit here wanting to laugh at Josh Sargent, but we had to because he has been really, really bad. What a performance.
Well, Josh Sargent, throughout the season, has made me laugh for different reasons.
Yes.
I was watching that game on Friday night. Chris, I have to say, it was one of the most enjoyable Premier League victories I've ever seen Norwich partake in. I was sat in Merlin's bar in Great Yarmouth, and up until that point, Chris, I'd been doing dry January. And I said the only way that dry January stops, because I'd be very good with it, is if something special happens. And my goodness, did something special happen.
And I need to comment on this. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, whether you're watching us on YouTube, whatever, go and watch Jack's match review. Because what you guys might not know fully, but what I'm definitely going to tell you now, is he's definitely just done that completely drunk. And I admire that from you. You've rocked up. You've come home. Yeah. The boys have just gone and smashed 3 past Watford.
Yeah.
Cheerio, see you later. And you've gone, God, you know what? I'm just going to film a match review. And mate, I must say, I watched it back and I thought, that's close to non-publishable. but you just hit publish. I love the fact that at the end you didn't even bother clipping it up. It just sort of went out. You were just so drunk on Sargent goal scoring ability.
The amazing thing is, only a few people have messaged me to say, Jack,
you were gone.
Intoxicated.
You were gone.
you, Jen. I think my mum realised. Not many other comments, but the funny thing is, right, I film it, can't really recall filming it, go straight to bed.
I'm pleased you admitted to that. I wasn't going to say
Wake up in the morning, check my phone, and there's so every comment, I get a YouTube notification.
Yeah.
Comment on Watford 0, Norwich 3 match review. And I'm thinking, I haven't even done a review. And I've clicked on it and gone, bloody hell.
drink responsibly, and always drink
You know what,
Lakens.
So much fun. We haven't even spoken about Everton, really. Not in person, anyway.
Yeah, but, we win games. It's what we do. We win games. It's what we do. We go and beat Everton, get Rafa Benitez sacked. We go and play Watford, absolutely demolish them, by the way, take them to the carpet cleaners, get Ranieri sacked. Who's next?
Well, it's going to be...
Well, it's Vieira. And then we've got Klopp.
Pep's clearly quaking in his boots right now.
He's in trouble.
I spoke to... you were meant to be doing the preview with Adam Leventhal. You're a bit ill. I took over. And I think you're usually quite jolly on these match previews, but I wanted to just grind Adam down and just admit that they were a bit tin pot. Didn't come. He was so positive.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to score 4, 5, maybe 6.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Adam. Haven't heard from him since.
Adam?
Watford were incredibly confident, bordering on cocky going into that game. Were you confident going into the Watford game?
I was, yes, because I sat down and I said we need to aspire to more than just trying to scrape a draw. Like that's nonsense. We need to go to places like Watford and try and get wins, and clearly that's what the boys set out to achieve and did achieve with ease. And fair play to them. I was confident. Confident. I know that we've got a dodgy track record against Watford, but it was always going to come to an end. And to be fair, that's what Adam Leventhal said. He did say, I think it was, we'd lost 5 on the spin against Watford.
Yeah.
No.
Both last season.
We hadn't beaten them in 5, I think. Because we did we draw against them at home that time when we were drunk? Do you remember when we played them when we were drunk? Not us for once. The players were on a hangover because they'd been promoted.
No, I think it was 5 straight losses.
Okay, anyway. It's a tough game, Watford.
Yeah.
And we've just gone and taken them to the carpet cleaners. And it's an absolute joy, as you say, Jack. And we could wax lyrical about these boys all day long, but my God, Josh Sargent.
You know, when we... the game I can compare it to, in terms of how I felt, and I'd be interested to know how you felt, was when we beat Huddersfield 7-0 last season. And after like 4, you're just giggling. You're giggling with just excitement and happiness. And I'm in Merlin Sports Bar in Yarmouth, right?
Sorry
sinking
to hear that,
these Guinnesses. An incredible place. And I just we scored the third, and I just got up to this guy and scream in his face. And he's got a pool cue in his hand. I'm thinking, oh my God, like I've picked on the wrong bloke.
Yeah.
Big lad.
Well, you are in Yarmo after all.
Tattooed in Yarmo.
Classic, yeah.
Pint of Carling in his hand.
Yeah. Oof.
And I've just gone, come on!
He's not got Lakens in his hand in Yarmo.
No, I know.
Appalling.
And incredibly,
he's
done the same back. He's like, get in there.
Yeah, good.
Fucking love Sargent.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know
good.
what?
Yeah, good.
Hello.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Josh Sargent, though.
I've never ever. I've really had to take a lot of time to. I'm actually getting emotional to talk about it. I've never seen a player go from what I can only describe as Conference League carnage to Puskas Award winning in one season. Mate, it's phenomenal. Mate, I haven't seen a transition like it. I haven't seen a transition like it. And you know what? Hats off to him. Fair bloody play. He proved us wrong. He's proved a lot of people wrong. And good. We don't want to be sitting here moaning about Josh Sargent, especially for the amount of money that he cost. It's now 5 million quid a goal, which is good. We're starting to get some return on our investment now.
Well,
but do you know what? I've seen a lot of people say, look, he's a young guy, and he is. He's 21 years old. We need to realise this. It's not his fault that we've paid the amount of money that we've paid for him. It's not his fault that Webber signed him instead of someone that was ready to rock and actually hit the ground running in the Premier League. It's not his fault that the rest of the team weren't defending properly, etc. Now we've got this good base to work on and this new formation which seems to be working incredibly well. Josh Sargent's coming to town, and good.
He's more than coming to town.
Where did that scorpion kick come from? I've never seen anything like him in my life.
There's so much to unpackage it. Have you seen that footage of the young lad?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You haven't seen it. Young lad. I think his dad said he got him at 3:30 in the morning. I don't know whether he beans the game or beans the pub or something. And he just gets to one of them ring doorbells and just gives it a little Sargent Scorpion. Just
and a
directing
USA,
the camera.
and a USA. And I love the fact that we're singing Sargent's on fire, your defence is terrified, and that's now his song. And look, Josh Sargent, an icon is born. A cult hero has been born.
Yeah, I think it.
And do you know what? That's the sort of stuff that we've been missing. That's the sort of stuff that we've been saying this season.
That's the magic sprinkles.
That's what we need. We need a bit of character, a bit of personality, a bit of passion, a bit of luck, some winning momentum, and it's all coming together. And all of a sudden, Jack, you go and beat Palace at home, which, by the way, we're going to do.
Oh God, yeah.
We're going to beat Palace at home.
Yeah, 100%.
You're sitting there and you're thinking, let's have some. Yeah? And you stick two fingers up to everyone that wrote us off. And you say, but do you know what? I'll freely admit, I've sat here on this podcast and I've tried to stay positive, but it's been really difficult because we've been woeful. We've been carnage. We've been absolute toilet. And then to be able to do what we've done, credit to Dino, credit to the boys for keeping their head down, credit to them for not listening to the noise. Yeah, thank God they've not been listening to us. Fair play. It's absolutely brilliant, mate. And we've now the thing is, right, and I don't know if anyone's been watching the new series of Afterlife, but I'm going to make a link here.
No spoilers. I haven't watched it.
Hope is everything. Hope is everything in life. Without hope, you haven't got. What's the point? And what's happened now is Dino and those boys have injected hope into our arms. Not once, not twice, but they've given us a booster. They've given us a booster of hope. Yeah? And the fans we are
fully protected.
The atmosphere, we've been moaning about the atmosphere. The atmosphere's so much better now.
The drum.
We've got a drum. And do you know what? I hated drums before that. But do you know what? I'm all in on drums now. I've decided, Jack, seriously, this is not going to sit well with some people, but I'm now ready to own it. Yeah? We are a small fish in a big pond. We can't compete with the majority of the teams in this league. So do you know what? Let's turn up, let's get our drum out, and let's just fuck them all off. Let's just piss them off. Let's piss off the clubs in this league. Yeah? Let's prove them wrong. Yeah? We have, Delia's down to her last peanuts. And here we are. Yeah? 2-0. Easy. Sorry, 2-1. 3-0. Easy. Man, this is what it's all about, isn't it? This is why we want. This is what makes us want to support Norwich City.
Well, I was looking at that Watford defence on Friday night, thinking, God, I feel sorry for you. I felt sympathetic. These are new signings, Chris, and they're coming up against the most informed attacking partnership in the division. Well, you've got Milo Rashica, you've got Adamida, you've got Timu Puki, you've got Josh Sargent.
Yeah.
If you put all of them names together, it comes out in Latin as goals. That's the translation. You see Josh Sargent, I see goals.
Mate,
You laughed when I said he was the greatest export out of the United States of America.
No.
Hey?
I can't believe Josh Sargent. I cannot believe Josh Sargent. But do you know what?
Did he mean the scorpion kick?
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course he did. And do you know what I like about Josh? Yeah. You know that chance against Brighton? He didn't want it. He didn't want it, Neil. He didn't want to score that goal against Brighton. Do you know what? He didn't want that to be his first Premier League goal. Do you know why? It was too easy. He was born to perform like that. He was put on the planet for that moment. Yeah? And do you know what? Daddy Sargent, yeah? Let's have some of that. Bring it on, Daddy. There he is. Little Scorpy. Boom. Back of the net. Mate, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Where has that come from? Has he been drug tested? Seriously, has he been drug tested after that game?
The best bit about it all, we called for the little... And out she comes.
But do you know what? We had it all. No, we had it all. We had the salute as well. Yeah. He also gave it a little salute as well after the first.
I love that though. Didn't give it after the first because he knew he was going to score again.
Yeah. See, this is another thing about Josh.
Yeah.
He knows that he's here to score goals, and I like that confidence about him.
Do you know what I love as well?
Yeah. What? Go on.
Shithousing.
Oh God, I cannot get enough of it.
Yeah. All across the pitch.
Everywhere.
Shit houses here, shit houses there, shit houses everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it, and it's about time we became nasty Norwich City. As I say, let's own the fact that we're
The NNC.
Yeah, let's own the fact that we're a small fish in a big pond, and we're here to piss people off. And fine, let's own it. Let's have some of that. Let's put some of that energy into the room.
I think the most beautiful fish in the sea are often the smallest, though.
Really?
You look at Finding Nemo. I mean, Nemo is a delightful little character. There's sharks around Nemo, right? Nemo always escapes. Yeah? Nemo is the epitome of football. Yes, we might not be the biggest or the strongest, but my goodness, are we the best to watch.
There is your...
Every day, you go to war. You go to battle. Some you win, some you lose.
Good.
But I tell you what,
Good
when you win, my goodness, does it feel good.
Yeah, that's good from you. That's really good. Your analogy of the week, as always. And do you know what? Let's talk about that header. Let's talk about that header. I mean, where do you begin? I mean, he's got more... You know what? If that's Cristiano Ronaldo, that's getting put on Sky Sports News over and over and again for probably like 24 weeks or something. Yeah? Sargent's done it. He's got more hang time than an astronaut. It's unbelievable. He leaps like a salmon, like an astronaut, and he just kind of bosh.
Yeah, he hangs there.
Oh, it's just the way he struck that, so true. He couldn't have hit that more true with his skull.
Yeah.
And the keeper had no chance.
No.
And do you know what? On a serious note, I really want it for Josh. He's a nice kid.
This is the thing. He's likeable.
He's a nice kid, and I want him to do well. And wouldn't it be brilliant, if the player that we were all writing off, because we did, ends up being the catalyst to the biggest successful survival story of all time.
I mean, it's Roy the Rover stuff, isn't it?
I like the fact that we don't expect it.
Yeah.
He's going under the radar. Yeah, for the next few games, he's going to go under the radar. I like that. Really like that.
Yeah.
It's going to get to the point where he gets man marked. He's too good.
Well, it's a 2-on-1 job.
He's too good.
Yeah. I was going to say something then, but
don't do that.
We spoke about the header.
Yes.
Let's speak about the cross. Milo Rashid's quickly becoming one of the best Premier League wingers.
It's sumptuous, delicious.
The little hold off of the defender as well.
Orgasmic.
Yeah, have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Sort of twerked into him. A little bit of a mantra grind into him.
It's just all come together, isn't it? It's all come together, and we knew this would happen with Dino and Shaky. It was just a matter of time.
Since Dino and Shaky have come in, if you're only taking points from that period, would be 14th.
Seriously? Really? Yeah. Hello. Here we go. Europa League. Let's go.
Well, Chris, I'm looking at our fixture list. I don't know when we're next going to lose.
Mate, I'm still getting my voice back from COVID.
Man City, we've beaten them before. Liverpool, hello. Grant Holt header at Anfield. I'm seeing a Joshy Sargent replica.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah.
Silencing Cop. Imagine that. They will have Mane and Salah back by
then. Doesn't matter. We've got Hanley and Gibson.
Yeah, do you know what? I like a bit of that from you.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's put it in the room. Prove the doubters wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah? Completely written off. They'll be complacent as hell. Look, I like it. I like the storyline. I like what's happening here. Yeah? We're building something. Something special is happening.
Something's building.
We are, seriously.
The foundations are set. My goodness, they're strong.
And, mate, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
We've gone deep with the foundations.
Deep foundations, yeah. And now...
We've picked the bricks.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we're looking at the accessories that we can have in this home. We're already thinking about...
an Arga.
Yeah, an Arga. We're already thinking about underfloor heating.
Oh.
We're already thinking about TVs on our mirrors. We're already thinking... We think about all of these things. Yeah. We don't need to, but this is where the fan mindset is now.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting. Mate, all over the park. All over the park, they're world beaters. And by the way, Angus Gunn.
I was then about to say.
And people know that I'm biased towards Angus and I don't give a shit.
You're going to cough up?
I know he's my mate. I don't care. Yeah, look. Clean sheet Nando's. Yeah. There you go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Absolutely deserves it.
Could get costly for you, by the way.
Buzzing for him because he has had some some really, really poor criticism. Unjust, I think, because the defence in front of him haven't been anywhere near the mark, right? And look against Watford. Absolutely fantastic performance. Again, brilliant. Angus.
You know what I like about Angus? I thought his performance against Palace was poor. But he stood up.
They were all well.
He stood up out of the trenches. He stuck his head up. He's taken a few bullets and he's gone, well, come on then, keep firing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
And now it's a great opportunity for him. And I know that we've got Liverpool and Man City coming up. And that's going to be a really, really tough occasion for him, right? But I'm just buzzing for Angus. I'm buzzing for all of those boys that played that game. I'm so gutted and jealous of all of those people that were in that away end at Watford. Of course,
looked lively.
We could have been there. And I'm disappointed I wasn't there, but I'm buzzing for the people that have travelled week on week, backing those boys away from home. The players deserve it. The players love the drum, by the way. And seriously, let's talk about the drum. We've got...
You know what? A drum can make or break an atmosphere. I've heard some drums.
When it drones on, it's a bit
terribly.
Yeah.
But whoever that little lad is on the old sticks, he's got some talent. That lad.
He is.
Yeah?
He's doing it well. I think the art of the drum,
and it's the big arms as well.
Yeah, of course.
He's got the big arms going, one at a time. Boom, boom, boom.
But the thing with the drum is that if it complements what's already being sung, it's more powerful. And when it's gone quiet, getting something going, it's when it drones is when it's not good. So it's difficult. But what I would say is big up to the drum. I believe it's City Elite they're calling themselves, who are at the moment a small fan movement in the away end, trying to get permission for the drum to go to every away game. Look, I was anti-drums. It's completely changed my mind. I think it's now becoming part of this movement. Fun journey that we're on, and I'm all for it.
Well, I see it as an orchestra, and I see Josh Sargent as the leader. You know, he's giving it he's got his waggly sticks out and he's waggling them, and the drummer's just playing off that. Yeah, he's playing to him his hymn sheet.
Yeah.
Joshy Sargent scoring goals.
USA.
Did you watch that? Did you see the clip of that interview? Josh Sargent, all you can hear.
It's so good.
Sargent's on fire. Yeah. And Sargent, he's got his headphones in. He gives a little wave.
He can't resist a little smile, can he?
God,
And do you know what?
I love him.
And I love the fact that the Yanks are on board now as well. Yeah.
They are flying in. Yeah. Piling in.
All of the American fans are now on board. The yellow and green world. The spell has been cast upon them because of Joshua, who we know was a prophet of Jesus himself. So, look, good times.
Excellent times.
And do you know what? Let's enjoy it. We said in the last podcast, let's just enjoy this feeling.
It up.
Do you know what? Get your Lakens.
You know what, as well? Lakens
and drink this in.
Lakens have come to us and gone, we've got to make the most of this. All right, we've got to make the most of this. So, link in the description.
You've not told me this.
20% off as always. Yeah. That's fraudulent.
They've done more than that. You've not told me this.
So, we've got a weekly newsletter, haven't we?
Yes, we do.
And it's packed full of exclusive content. Mm-hmm. If you sign up to that newsletter, the link's in the description.
Yes.
You could be in with a chance of winning a Norwich City shirt of your choice.
Yes.
And I'm looking at that orange Norwich shirt and I'm thinking, I want my hands on that.
All of a sudden.
So I've entered.
Yeah.
Have you?
No, but
you better enter.
I should have done. It'd be a bit bad if I won. I tell you what, if I win it, I'll
So, link in the description. 20% off your Lakens. If you don't want to buy Lakens, don't. Just get involved with the newsletter.
That salmon number is all of a sudden, and do you know what? You'll always remember it now because of
that
the scorpion, and when Josh Sargent leapt like a salmon and blasted it home. It's brilliant.
I think we should get some Twitter questions.
Yes, let's do that.
Chris, the people of Twitter have spoken.
Good.
They have spoken in numbers.
Good. Record numbers? Do we know? I think.
You know what?
The record was 99. I think.
Was it 99 red balloons, 99 Sargent goals? Quite a few coming in this week.
Go on, then.
You know what? I'm just thinking about that Watford game. I actually just got a bit emotional just then.
But that's why you back the boys.
Yeah,
so
back the boys.
So I'm not surprised that you
BTB, book the bus.
BTB, book the boat.
Book everything.
Get these hats.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Book the boat.
Do you know what? We're on a journey. Yeah. I'm going to have to
HMS Europa League.
I'm going to have to loosen mine up because I've got too much of a big head. Hang on a minute. Here we go.
Oh, God, it feels good to get these back on.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Tell you what.
Yeah. Back in the room a little bit.
Right,
you know what?
Jenny.
We've been on a 6-month sabbatical.
Yes.
Haven't quite felt it.
No,
but we're back in the room.
We've been on a cruise. The cruise has taken us to Barbados. We've got off the boat. We're having an explore round, and now we're off.
Right.
We're off to our next location.
Okay. Oh, so we're just having a little look around, were we?
Yes.
Nice.
Hit me. Go on. Come on, Twitter questions or statements.
Kyle Addle.
Yes.
Kyle looks like a man who's enjoying himself.
Oh, wow.
Here's
Top man.
Kyle.
Yeah. What's he saying?
Bio. Love this.
Go on.
Hashtag NCFC. That's it.
Good.
That's life.
Well, that's all you need.
Statement.
Yes, good.
Josh Sargent would win dancing on ice. Wouldn't even be a competition. The elegance, the flexibility, the raw talent. P.S. Get the drum in the Barclay.
Look, I love that from you, Carl. I really do.
How do we get a drum in the Barclay?
I don't think it's allowed at the moment.
Why?
I don't know.
What? That's a nonsense.
I don't know.
It's a drum.
Well, exactly.
Get it in there.
I think it's just like the classic, isn't it? People don't like change, and people.
Joshy Sargent, bang my drum. Jake,
Go on.
NCFC Jake.
Yeah,
Twitter header, Joshy Sargent.
of course. As it should
Up
be.
the nodge.
Yeah.
Hashtag NCFC. I love people that have NCFC in their Twitter bio.
Good.
I can smell the passion.
Yeah, it stinks of survival.
Statement: the drum needs to be allowed into Carrow
There's
Road
so
to
much
back
about-
the boys.
There's so much about the drum. I'm loving all of the chat about the drum. Why not?
Jaden,
Yeah, good old Jaden.
when are we building and where are we building the Sargent statue? Hello,
Do you know what?
little scorpion.
Do you know what? I 100% agree, Jaden. I think we do seriously need to start talking about the Sargent statue.
Yeah.
And I think that these conversations should be progressed as soon as possible. But do you know what? I think it goes in place when he wins the Puskas Award.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, that Sargent goal, yeah?
Yeah.
Put that right in your Puskas.
Yeah.
Put that right in your Puskas.
Yeah.
It's an unbelievable strike. And it does, mate, put it in your Puskas. It's honestly, mate, I've seen some goals in my time. I'm a weathered fan. I've seen some goals in my time, but none of the elegance and suave of
Yeah.
that. I feel drunk. I feel like I'm in a dream. Like, I can't believe how good that goal was. Yeah? Put it in your Puskas and then put the statue outside the City stand immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
next to the director's box where it belongs. 100%.
I'm thinking
Go on.
statue, centre of the soccer bot, and retire the soccer bot. Because it can't get better than this, right? We've
No,
got the
mate.
soccer bot
No,
on the
no,
right
no,
setting,
no.
statue in the middle, and then that becomes the arena of the statue.
Mate, good from you, and it becomes almost like a museum, a bit of heritage. We need that soccer bot working. Yeah, we finally got the soccer bot on the right setting. We need to get some more value for money on the soccer bot.
Oh dear. Richard Churchyard.
Yes.
Big fan of Richard
By the way,
Churchyard.
top man is Richard, Barclay boy, absolute legend. Go on.
USA on the pitch is performing nicely, but USA in the bar needs dropping. Hashtag Budweiser out.
I know, we've said it time after time. It's a disgrace. They should definitely put Lakens in there, shouldn't they?
Paper cups as well. No interest.
Just-
If you're going to
it's
save
so
the environment, do it another way.
People have been sticking up for it, but it's always flat.
Yeah.
It's always flat. They've got to sort that out.
Paper cups, paper straws, get in the bin. Lee Jones.
Yeah, go on.
Big fan of Lee as well. Big
Yeah.
fan of all of you.
That's the most solid name of the week, by the way.
Lee Jones.
Yeah, go on. What's he saying?
Did we witness Norwich City's greatest ever Premier League goal?
Well, we could have done. I think Youssef Safri is up there.
I mean, Lee's just thrown a little grenade in there, and he's just watching it
Pookie versus
explode.
Newcastle the first time around. And we've seen some brilliant goals over the years. Gossy versus Leeds.
Housen against Stoke.
I didn't see it because I was probably like 1.5. Was that Premier League or was that Championship?
No, that was Premier League.
It was Premier League, okay.
In that dodgy McDonald's kit.
Tete versus Sunderland.
Oh, yeah, it has to be that. But for sheer carnage, Sargent.
I'm going Sargent. I think because of the fact that we just didn't expect him to do it. Agreed. Love that from you. Go, next.
Louis, his name is.
What?
Louis.
It's like Loire.
Yeah.
Louis.
I don't know if that is his name. It's his Twitter name.
Okay, go on.
Rant.
Yeah. On this sort of week, rant. Go on. What's he saying?
Being a bit greedy here, but really gutted Kutka turned it in because Milo was burying it at the far post.
Yes.
Rashica. You know what that would be good on? Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah.
Imagine Anton Zebek just giving it a little bit of a wiggle. Hey?
Where have you pulled that name out?
Anton Zebek.
You're a big Strictly. You stink of Strictly.
Yeah, I like a bit of Strictly.
You stink of Strictly.
Yeah,
you
7.
Yeah, with your bloody Ferrero Rochers, you boring bastard. Right, next. Come on.
Yeah, I would have liked the Milo goal. He's been excellent. He's been my player of
that's coming,
the season.
By the way. But hold that thought. Milo Rashica's goal. That's happening soon, by the way.
Saw it against Charlton. More of the same coming soon.
I think we're going to see it against Palace.
George Chaplin raises an interesting point.
Name of the week.
Now, George comes from Horsford, a solid Norfolk place.
Of course he does.
George says,
yeah,
PLM still on for player of the season.
Mate, you laughed at me. You're not laughing anymore, are you? Yeah? Do you know what I like about PLM? Yeah? He's not taking any shit. He's pushing people. He's so physical now. Yeah? I like that about PLM.
Yeah, but he wasn't at the start.
He's a bit of a shithouse now as well, which I like. And I tell you what, the PLM pile driver didn't come against Watford.
But the Sargent Scorpion did.
PLM, if you look at his passing stats, by the way, they're absolutely through the roof.
But while you get that up...
I think for me, I want him alongside Norman.
Chris mentioned the PLM pile driver, and I laughed at him because I thought, well, that's a ridiculous statement. That's never happening. If you would have said about the Sargent Scorpion, I would have kicked you off TNC. I would have thought, my goodness, this man's on drugs. If you'd have suggested a Sargent Scorpion...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And here we are. And look, PLM, and by the way, I'm talking about his passing, but don't let this go unnoticed regarding PLM. He made the most ball recoveries against Watford. 10 ball recoveries. And he also suffered the joint most fouls against Watford as well. 3.
Is that a good thing?
Oh, yeah. Because he's pulling them left, right, centre. He's all like, they have to foul him. They've got to take him down. That's good. That's really good. PLM, I think, and it's good that we're starting to see these new signings. Maybe they've settled now. And this is where they know that they're safe with us now. They know that we're going to look after them. They can feel the good energy from the fans. They're putting in good performances. This is where we see the new signings come to life.
Fredster.
Yeah, good man. Top man.
One rant I've got.
Rant again?
2 rants. Dino needs a post-win celebration. I reckon he belly slides to the Barclay and then jumps up and shakes it with Craigie Shakespeare. I agree, Fredster. I've been disappointed with the output from Dino.
I absolutely love that from you. But no, do you know what? No. Do you know what? I'm going to disagree. I like that about Dino. You know, Dino doesn't need that. Yeah, he does his job. Yeah, he gets back in to get to work on the next game, and I like that. But I must admit, Fredster, I'm feeling a Dino cello towards these wins as well. Do you know what I want? Him and Shaky to the Barclay. I don't want much. I just want a big badge pan. Him and Shaky. Yeah, just giving it one of them to the Barclay. Yeah, just really pounding the badge.
Yeah.
If Dino and Shaky pound the badge, I will die a happy man.
Yeah.
Mate, did you see the behind-the-scenes video
of
training?
No, I didn't.
Really? You were all over a training video, normally? Mate, Craig Shakespeare's got them on strings.
Has he?
Oh, he's absolutely...
Oh, the one where he hits the crossbar?
Mate, he's demanding the bet. He's demanding everything from these
players. Oh, wow.
Seriously. Mate, I said it at the start, and I'll say it again. Craigie Shakespeare and Dino, 2 for the price of 1. What an appointment from Stuart Webber.
Yeah.
I'm not even being sarcastic, mate. Look, I agree with Fredster. I want to see Ocello, but I quite like the fact that he's not in it for him. It's all about the players. It's all about the players. Selfless. He's not arrogant, yeah? He's a man that goes about his business and he just wants to get on with it. And I like that about Dino. And to be fair to Dino, he's not proven it yet, yeah? He's starting to get results. I believe he has now got a better record than Daniel Farke in the amount of games that he's had in the Premier League. I don't know if that's the exact stat, but you'll have to find that somewhere. So, mate, really positive stuff.
Dino, every office has a bloke or a woman who turns up 10 minutes early, gets there at 10 to 9, does their work, same packed lunch every day, cheese sandwich, ready salted Walkers, dairy milk, carton of orange juice. Eats it, gets the job done, highest performer every year, just no nonsense. That's turns up, does their job, goes home, has the spaghetti bolognese, watches a little, box set on Netflix.
Yeah, good.
Goes to bed happy.
Yeah, good.
I'm seeing that in Dino.
Good. I am too, and I'm all for it. Next.
Joe Jones.
Joe Jones.
Joe Jones.
Name of the week. Joe Jones.
You've said name of the week on every name.
Yeah, but I just want it.
They're getting better.
They are getting better, these names. Joe Jones.
Statement.
Yes.
Amazing to see our front four of Rashica, Sargent, Pukinida working like a well-oiled machine. Just imagine what it will be like with Norman pinging balls left, right and centre down the pitch.
It's too good.
Joe then says, question. Statement and a question. A little bit greedy, Joe, but we'll let you have it. When Norman comes back in, who's your central midfield pairing?
Well,
does Norman get back in?
Of course he does. Norman's our best
player.
Well,
Jakob Sorensen will be banging on your door asking why I've been dropped. Or Kenny McLean. You don't want to piss him off, Chris.
Well, look, no, I don't want to piss Kenny McLean off, that's for sure. That's for sure. But, and by the way, I'm so impressed with Jakob Sorensen.
He's been good.
And when he went off, by the way, it looked a bit shaky. It did look a bit shaky.
Yeah.
It did look a bit shaky when Sorensen went off. Watford applied some pressure. The ship was shaking a bit. It was.
You need a shaky ship occasionally. Just to check everything's working.
Maybe, yes. Not ideally though. Anyway, Sorensen great, but for me it's Matthias Norman alongside PLM.
Okay.
So
you're dropping Jakob Sorensen?
I don't think you can. Look, in PLM's form, you can't touch him.
Wow.
You cannot touch PLM in his form right now.
Maxim Calver, you know Maxim, he's the celloist.
Yes. Oh, here he is.
He's back.
Top boy. Yeah.
Look at this. This is what I was like when Norwich won against Watford. You won't be able to see it, but Maxim's face. Look at that. Maxim says, great question. Applying a bit of pressure on the board here, just nudging them.
Go on.
Is there a chance to capitalise on momentum and bring in a couple of players?
Wow,
I'd like a striker and a number 6.
I don't think this changes, Jack. I think that Dino deserves backing. I think with the amount of money that we've spent, unfortunately, he won't get that backing.
But what about if a £15 million player is the difference between survival and relegation?
This is the
That's suddenly a really good return on your investment.
But this is the season to gamble. If you're now looking,
so you're putting all your chips on red.
If you're looking at the roulette wheel now, you're putting all your chips on red.
Right.
Because we've said this, how many times in this podcast, Jack, have we said the amount of turgid teams that are down the bottom with us. This is the season to gamble.
It's like a sewer. A lot of shit down there.
There is a lot of shit down there, but do you know what we've done in the last couple of games? We've started to climb the ladder out of it.
Yeah.
And do you know what?
I can see the top.
A couple of boys just sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
Couple of boys sprinkled in there, mate. We're back in the room. But do you know what? Maybe we don't need it. Maybe we need to hold our nerve, because look at these new signings now. Look at Milo. Look at Josh Sargent. Look, I believe we need to invest in this squad. I really do. However, I think we're going to just stay put.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Unfortunately,
I can't even see any outs happening.
Really? I think we are going to see outs.
We'll get on to Todd later. Let's Stuart Wardrop wins.
I was going to say wardrobe. Wow, what a name that would be named.
Stuart, Big Stew.
Yes.
Wins top comment of the week.
Top comment.
25 likes. This comment has got
25 likes. Hello.
Yeah, that's more than our posts.
Go on. What's he saying?
Statement.
Yeah.
I'm massively enjoying the increased shithousery. tactical bookings and increased physicality is in the last 2 games. It's good to see us finally adopting some of the darker arts. What's going on there, by the way? I'm hearing heckling outside.
I love that from you. I love that from you. Bang on. We've already spoken about it. We need to become nasty Norwich City to survive. And we've given ourselves a chance. If we are difficult to play against, if we're a nightmare to play against, we'll get points. And we'll get points when people don't expect us to get points. And that is a good thing. And it's about time. It's about time because we've said this time after time. Hux has said this. Holty said this. So many former players have said, we need to be more streetwise. We need to be better at game management, aka shithousing. We've got the players to do it. We've got Timmy Krul, we've got Brandon Williams, we've got these players. We've got the players to shithouse, but for some reason they've been too nice. They're getting nasty now and good. And good. Inject more of that.
Do you know what I liked on Friday? A little bit of a rub of the green from the officials. We've seen so many decisions go against us this season. And I just felt, hello, Karma's just...
Bottom of the league for VAR calls, by the way.
Karma's just moving in our side. I've seen the Pookie little push, I've seen them given. It wasn't a foul, but I've seen them given.
Yeah,
the offside, I'm looking at that, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, he's offside. Rashica. Hello, it's not offside. Yeah? The own goal. Yeah, put that in the back of the net, Kutka. Yeah? Put that in your net and smoke it. Yeah? Good.
But you
About
and I
time.
both said, both said, you make your own luck. And we're making our own luck now. Do you know why? Because we're bringing the game to the opposition. We're not sitting there like playing this
you make your own luck.
This prancy possession-based stuff. What Dino and Shaky have done is they stop pissing around with it. Let's get direct. And I like that. And that's what we've needed. We've got the players to be more direct. Arguably, that's why we signed those wingers, to be more direct.
Yeah.
And we've got the players to execute that game plan, and it's happening right now.
Ben.
Just Ben?
Ben Mannion.
Ben Mannion, lovely name.
Palace 0, Norwich 0. 93rd minute.
Yeah.
Sargent comes up with another scorpion kick in front of the Barclay. Just imagine. I mean, there'd be pitch invasions, wouldn't there?
That is never going to happen again.
Why?
We're not going to see a Sargent
Don't
scorpion
you dare
again.
write him off.
It's down in folklore forever, Jack. He can't repeat that. Surely he can't repeat that. Even a player of his Puskas quality. He can't repeat
What about a Sargent snake?
What's a Sargent snake?
Where he lays on the floor and slithers it in. It's a diving header, but it's not in the air. He's on the floor. The Sargent snake.
Yeah, it could happen.
Or what about the Sargent snow leopard?
What's that then?
Where he just bounds forward.
Yeah, okay.
And just pumps it in.
Yeah, it could happen. What about the Sargent sniper?
Oh.
Yeah, from distance.
Yeah.
No! Just absolutely fires it in the top right hand corner.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I absolutely live. Do you know what? Get me off this bus when Sargent scores as Sargent sniper. Yeah. And knee slides towards the snake pit and salutes. Get me off the bus. I'm done. I'm happy. I can die a happy man at that point. Could you imagine his lovely smile and just how glorious? I'm going to cry a lot when Sargent scores at Carrow Road because I want it so bad.
Well, I think he has scored at Carrow Road because I'm counting.
Yeah, of course, but in the Premier League.
No, I'm counting the cross as a goal.
Okay, right.
Because if he hadn't have crossed it, it wouldn't have gone in.
Yeah, very true.
And I think it was curling in.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So I think Sargent has already scored.
Right, go on. Next question.
I
always wonder how the hell people actually watch this nonsense.
Joe,
Yes.
rant. Similar kind of rant to earlier. I want to see Dino and Craigo coming over at the end and giving it the big one. I'm talking fist pumps, Craigie's tits out, the lot. Imagine that. Just reveals his chest. His bare chest with OTBC shaved on it.
Mate, well, look, I've wanted it before and I'll want it again. Maybe we need to start to actually make some progress on this. People, look, plenty of people have been tweeting us saying they want a Dino and Craigie fan interaction thing. Yeah? If anyone knows anyone at the club, let's speak to them now. Let's try to get to Dino. In actual fact, we know someone with Dino's number.
Hello.
Let's just tell him, just text him, Dino.
Dino, hi Dean, can Craig get his tits out on the next game?
No. Hi Dino, can you and Shaky give it a fist bump at the end of the game? I just want a something. Imagine how much that would rally the fans after a win.
With a drum as well.
Oh my goodness me. Man City at home, by the way. Repeat.
Yeah, hello.
Repeat.
Yeah.
Repeat.
Little giant killing.
Oh, imagine. But
I know, it's exciting, isn't
lightning striking twice.
Survival, last day of the season.
Could you imagine beating Man City again? That's good news.
Hold the thought.
Yeah, okay, go on.
NCFC enjoyer. This man just enjoys.
NCFC enjoyer?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. That's a really nice
with
name.
our 3 senior strikers, Pookie, Sargent and Ida,
Yes.
now alling the starting 11,
Yes.
we have no striking options on the bench. Do you think we're fine as it is? Or should we recall Hugill / get another striker?
Well, you and I both said before we want another striker. Ideally, we need another striker. And I do wonder whether now we are in this system, whether they would consider it. I feel like before, when we were just only playing Timu, they were never, ever going to sign another striker. I think we have now put ourselves in a position where actually you like a bit of something off the bench now, don't you?
Yeah.
And we haven't really got that at the moment.
I think I would bring back Hugill for 2 reasons. He's not doing anything out on loan. It's not benefiting him in any way.
Yeah.
If he was banging him in for West Brom, yeah, fair enough. Let him have his time.
He's not had successful loan spells though, has he? As much as I love Jordan.
No, but I'm thinking, even if he doesn't really play at Norwich, I like his character.
Yeah,
I like that in the dressing room.
And imagine it late on in a game.
Yeah.
Shithouse Hugo comes on.
I can see him working in this 4.
Yeah,
just
maybe.
buzzing about. Bang!
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah?
God, could you imagine it? I'm feeling really good.
I tell you who else would suit
I'm
this.
enjoying this
Suit this
feeling.
current squad.
Go on.
Onel.
Don't.
Not on the pitch, but on the bench.
Because I'll just get credit. Because I'll fall in love. I'll say that I want him back, and people will kill me again. Look. It's obvious that we should have recalled Onel.
Flying
at
Birmingham.
To be fair,
Birmingham fans loving him.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah.
If you play Onel in the right system and you give him a chance, he's a physical presence. He'll score goals. What I will say is, I did have a conversation on WhatsApp with Onel Hernandez, and I did tweet something about this. I'm not sure how much detail I did give, but Onel did tell me he had a very good conversation with Dino.
Oh.
He said, I had good conversations with Dean Smith. He is brilliant.
Oh.
And I thought that was really nice.
Yeah.
I thought that was really nice that Onel spoke so highly of Dino, considering of course Onel wanted to come back to Norwich. So the fact that Dino has had such a good conversation with him, for Onel to message that to me says, well, he doesn't need to do that, right? So he must have left a pretty good impact on him, which shows Dino man management, bang on the money.
Yeah, liking that. Adam Durrant with a controversial opinion.
Good old Adam.
That goal from Sargent is a better backheel for the club than Buendia's against Hull. I think that was the assist, wasn't it? Buendia's was magic on the way to the title. Sargent's could be the momentum shift that keeps us up.
I mean, I love the storyline.
Yeah,
I love the storyline. I'm all over it. And Adam, I think it's already going to be something that we never ever forget because of the circumstances.
Yeah.
But mate, it's in folklore. If we survive, it's in folklore forever.
Absolutely. Reese statement.
Yep.
I rate Kenny McLean over Sorensen and PLM.
Okay.
There, I said it.
Okay, fair enough. Kenny's been getting some.
Kenny comes in with stick.
Kenny's getting a lot of stick at the moment. I think Kenny is a very, very good leader.
Yeah.
I think he's very, very good in the change room, particularly with the younger ones. I do. Although there was a really interesting exchange between him and Adam Ida. I don't know if you clocked that. the celebration for one of the goals at Watford. Let us know in the comments. It was a bit strange. I don't know quite what happened there. That was interesting.
What happened?
But look, I am Kenny's biggest fan. I do think, like all of the lads, Kenny has probably had a few poor performances this season, but they all have, right? Personally, I'm in this headspace now of let's just get behind them. Yeah. Kenny knew his pass was bad. That's why he put his hands on his head. But ultimately, we ended up scoring the goal. So you can't.
It shows he cares. I think with Kenny,
that's so true, Jack. That's so true.
I think the thing with Kenny is you know what you're going to get. He's never exceptional, but he's never really bad. He's just in the middle, just ticking over. I think like a Volkswagen Golf, nice and steady.
I think Kenny is an important part of our squad. I really do, and I think that. Do you know what? Something that's really been interesting for me is since coming up to the Premier League, Jack, I've made the decision to start. I've never done it before. I've started to follow the fans that come on our opposition preview. I follow them, and I start to listen and observe what they're saying and how they're interacting. There's so much self-entitlement with the top. Stay with me here. There's so much self-entitlement with the top six. And there's also a massive problem with cancel culture. Massive problem. And they get on the players' backs over and over again to the point where it damages their...
Us?
No, I'm talking about the top six clubs. Right. However, let's shine the mirror in our faces. You could say that's happened to Billy Gilmore. You can say it's happened to Josh Sargent. You can say it's happened with Lucas Roop. So regarding Kenny, let's give him a break and let's back Kenny. Kenny will be back. He's an important part. I see Kenny as the engine. I see Kenny as the engine in midfield, and I think he will be an integral part of this team if we want to survive this season.
Owen says a statement for the first time this season. On Friday, we looked together as a team.
Yeah. Do you not think we looked together against Everton?
Yeah, I think we did against Everton.
But really together.
Everton was a proper, just like battling performance. Yeah.
I know what he means though.
Yeah.
He's right.
Last two games, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. No, I would too. I think.
Just really fighting.
We're now bound together. I think we were together mentally, but now on the pitch we are playing together. As one. I think people know where they're going to be now. We're starting to use Milo effectively. We know where Josh is going to be. We know the runs that Timu likes to make. And that got completely left behind when Emmy was sold. He was our only real connection to Pookie. I still think Pookie's way too isolated, by the way, which is something that we won't bore ourselves with today because we just went and won 3-0. But yeah,
I think the nice thing is when you play as a team, you haven't even necessarily got to play well to win. On Friday night, we had like 30% possession. Yeah. We had 2 shots on target. We scored 3 goals.
Absolutely, but I don't.
When you get that little cohesion,
there's this whole bloody hipster thing about XG this and XG that. Stick your XG up your arse, yeah. Let's have 2 shots on goal and win 2-0. I don't care.
3-0.
I do not care. Like I'm totally fine with that. Let's just do that all season long and survive. I'm all for it.
Jacko says, first time all season the refs made every single decision in favour of Norwich. Is this a sign of our luck finally turning around? And speaking of luck, if I were Sargent, I'd be getting a haircut and wearing black gloves every game, as this is clearly the secret formula.
Yeah, I would. I'd be eating the same things.
Yeah.
I would be having a kid every week. I would be doing all of that stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Superstition.
Brilliant. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I am too. Particularly because I've had COVID. I'm actually like this is the first
gasping.
time my voice is getting going again. So
Wolves in the cup. Yeah, we're going to beat them.
Away from home.
I don't know actually. Do we want to progress in the cup?
Don't you know? Pump it up. Stay up and win the cup, and don't you know, pump it up. Stay up and win the cup, don't you know, pump it up. Stay up and win the cup, and don't you know. Mate, why not?
Stay up and win the cup.
Could you imagine Dino at Wembley?
I'm thinking about it and it's exciting me.
Could you imagine Shaky at Wembley?
He's in the bar pre-match, isn't he? Hey?
I seriously want to meet Shaky. Shaky is honestly like my hero.
Is he?
Now. I just he's such a solid bloke, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's what we've needed for so long.
Yeah.
For so long, and I'm all for it. I
So,
really am.
anyway, Wolves are good, aren't they?
Yeah, so Wolves are good. Wolves are playing very well. Wolves are now starting to progress in the league, if I'm right, as well.
They just don't concede goals.
So,
But we score goals, and plenty of them.
and they weren't that good at Carrow Road when they rocked up. In
No, we
actual fact,
probably
were
should have. We should have probably beaten them.
of course we should have beaten them.
Yeah.
I was disappointed that we didn't.
It'll be interesting now that we're in with them in the mix in the Premier League. How Dino plays that FA Cup game.
I think they play with freedom at Wolves. I think they play with freedom.
Do we put out a first team?
I think they play with confidence. I don't care who we put out because they're going to put in a absolutely brilliant performance. I just think they'll play with freedom because look, it's in the cup, it's away from home. You know, as fans, of course, we want to win, but we don't expect to win. That's a little recipe for success. That is.
That when we drew Wolves in that draw, I just thought, ugh,
yeah, it's
Wolves
a terrible
away.
draw. It's not ideal.
Wolves away.
It's not ideal.
Give me like Carlisle at home or something.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. This is your homework for the week.
Go on.
Get me excited for the FA Cup.
Get you excited for the FA Cup. Okay.
I'm just not
You've
quite feeling it. No, because
You've
Charlton
never felt
away.
it. You've never felt it.
I was up for the cup in the Charlton
You're
away.
anti-cup. You are. You are anti-cup.
I am at the moment.
You always have been.
I was pro cup against Charlton. I have sway to anti cup against. So that's your homework. Get me excited.
Okay.
All eyes on Palace. I'm looking at that game and I'm thinking Wednesday night.
Yes.
Under the lights.
That
Could be carnage.
Will be carnage. By the way, God, that's really got me going. Midweek under the lights.
You log off work at 5 o'clock, get a couple of Lakens in you, get the train into the city, see the floodlights, Morrison's meal deal, in, flat Budweiser, into your seat.
Yes.
The clock's not even struck 3 minutes, and Joshy Sargent's already on the score sheet. The Palace fans are silent, and Sargent's in front of the snake pit giving it ears. Yeah?
Imagine.
Because that's what I'm seeing at the moment, Chris.
I mean, I want it, and I think we'll get it. I think we will. I really do. I'm so excited for that Palace game. And that's a great place to be, isn't it? The boys playing with confidence, with freedom, with fight, with hope, with fire in their hearts and Lakens in their bellies. And I think that's good news. Mate,
I'm excited. You know what? We jest ever so slightly.
Yes, with what?
But you've got to be
What we're jesting about? Jesting about what?
Well, we're getting a little bit carried away.
But good.
Yeah, but that's what I want.
But that's what we need.
How miserable have we been this season?
So miserable, mate. We've been so miserable. We need to allow ourselves to get away.
Yeah.
I've noticed it after that game. We've still got a long way to go. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Cheer up. If you don't enjoy that, when will you ever enjoy it? I think we're in a good place. I really do. And by the way, big up and thank you to everyone that's watched this episode of the TalkNorwichCity podcast. Huge big up. Really looking forward to the next few weeks. As you say, Jack, Palace, matchday experience. But I'll tell you what, we've got a podcast coming up with a guest.
A guest?
It's been a while. Yes, we have got a guest. And
give me a little tease.
No, I won't.
No, because I don't know who it is. So give me a little tease.
No, I can't think of a clue.
Have they played for Norwich?
Yeah, definitely they've played for
recently?
Norwich. No, not recently, but in an era that will always be in your heart.
Wow.
There you go.
Excited.
So we've got a guest coming up. We've got a matchday experience coming up. We've got loads of really exciting content coming up on the channel. So thank you so much for the support. If you have watched or if you are listening at this point, do take a screenshot or take. By the way, do you know what was unbelievable? When I tell people to take a picture of their screen or something, I love it when people take a picture of their screen when they're listening in their cars in like California.
Yeah.
I've got so much interest in that. Anyway, take a picture of your screen wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening in the world. Get it tweeted to us at TalkNorwichCity. We'll retweet all of them as a thanks for your support. And yeah.
And a final reminder.
Go on.
Lakens newsletter.
Yes.
If you sign up, you're in the hat to win a Norwich shirt of your choice, home, away, or the little orange one.
And of course, it's going to be the
you would pick that, wouldn't you?
At the moment.
I mean, I'm in the hat. I could win myself. And if I win, I'm having the orange one.
Dean Smith's Salmon Army.
Thanks for watching. Norwich is staying up. See you very soon.
Sargent's on fire.